Mandatory cameras in school classrooms. A Texas policy specialist says he will recommend that change to lawmakers after no classroom cameras caught the incident at the center of a special education director's recent week-long trial. That director is accused of assaulting and unlawfully restraining a student with severe autism.
KXAN investigator Kelly Wiley sat down with Disability Rights Texas, which says the case is one example of a concerning trend.
After more than a week of trial, Hutto ISD Special Education Director Dr. Stacy Kurth left the Williamson County Courthouse without a conviction. Her case ended in a mistrial after jurors could not come to a unanimous decision on whether she assaulted and unlawfully restrained a student with severe autism. Sitting in the courtroom were policy specialists like Disability Rights Stephen Aleman, who says he now has more confidence in his latest recommendations for Texas lawmakers. First, an update to the state's laws on cameras in the classroom after testimony revealed there were none installed in Hutto High School special ed classes.
It's our recommendation to the next legislature that what we refer to as the cameras in the classroom law be revised and updated, and among other things, we believe it's imperative that there be mandatory placement of cameras in those isolated classrooms where students with disabilities are with educators. It will serve the interests of those educators to protect them, to actually show what happened before an incident, for instance, and it will protect those students from, as a deterrent to potentially really life-threatening behavior by educators.
State prosecutors and Kurth's defense team declined to interview until they know how the case will be resolved. The Texas Education Agency has an open investigation into the educator's actions, including the allegation she failed to document the restraint on government records that go to the state agency every year.
I'm hopeful that the TEA will take a look at all this information now on the public record that came forward from the testimony and take a fresh look at whether or not the standards that we apply in the state to administrators and educators were violated. And for the top administrator of special education in a school district in Texas to not recognize that that form should have been filled out in a different manner, I think to us at this point suggests there should be some accountability by the State Board for Educator Certification.
We've heard this from educators in general, that this is a really tough job and that it could potentially have a chilling effect on recruitment of special education teachers and keeping the teachers that they have if they're in fear that if they make a mistake with a tough population of students, that they could be in a courtroom facing criminal charges.
By and large, special educators are really special people who devote themselves to helping students with disabilities who have above and beyond educational challenges in many different respects. And so we do respect and honor the work that they do every day in classrooms. But that being said, if there is a special educator, or for that matter, any educator that crosses a line, it's better that that educator not be in public schools any further.
Disability Rights Texas and other policy specialists plan to make these recommendations to the Governor's Committee on People with Disabilities. There are proposed revisions to the Do Not Hire Registry, the definition of restraint under the Penal Code, and around video requirements in schools. You can read more about these proposed law changes at kxan.com under the Investigates tab. Back.
Kelly, thank you so much.